Hi, I'm Andrew Loisukit, metric number 299412, and this is the presentation and the technical walkthrough of my Power app for mobile web programming. I developed this app using Flutter for the front end and PHP and MySQL for the back end. I use MVC model view controller pattern to keep my code organized, which you can see on the lib file here. So for the data structure part, I use model folder, and then for the UI screen, I use the view folder. Next up, I would like to demonstrate the flow of registration of the Power app. When the users click register here, so it will enter the register page, and without filling any fields, it won't go through. So if I register normally, let's say I enter a weak password, so it will check for it. Let's follow the requirements, giving 6 characters, and click register here. So registration successful. So by right, if we type back the same email and the correct password, checking remember me, it will log in to the Power app. So things that I want to highlight within my code is the register user function. So within the function, I have used an asynchronous HTTP post request where I'm validating the form using a global key before sending the data. So if the server returns success, I use navigator.push replacement to make sure that the users cannot go back. In the login users.php, the password is not stored as plain text. I've encrypted with the sh1 format. And within the login screen.dart, we use the save preferences function here. This allows me to persist the user's email and password locally on the device so that they don't have typed it in every time. Now I would like to demonstrate the search and filter logic. So for the search and filter logic, once the user log into the Power app, they can filter all the public listed pets here. So if they filter for cat, they got cats, filter for dogs, filter for rabbits, filter for others. Let's say the users want to search for a specific name of a pet. So if I type fur, so all names that has fur in it will appear here. So the code logic, the highlight of the code that I want to demonstrate here is the load packs function. So within the load pack functions, this is where the search and filter logic happens. I construct a dynamic URL passing the search and type parameters to my PHP API. When the data returns, I map the JSON response into a list of pet objects, and using the factory constructor I created in pet.dart. And for loadpets.php, this is probably the most complex SQL query within the application, as I join to combine the table pets and the table users so that I can fetch the owner names alongside with the pet details in a single request. I also implemented the where clause so that it can dynamically change based on if the user is searching or filtering. Next up, I would like to demonstrate the pet ownership logic and the add pet function. So if I click to add a pet, so let me say I want to add a pet duck. All right. So this duck, crap. Poppy. So category others is 1 year old. It's a female and it's healthy. So this is requested for abduction. This is a cute yellow duck. Please abduct me. I'm right. So you request for material. Okay, submit pet. So once they submit, it will show here, and it's also show is my listing, so they can delete their listed pet as well. So back to the home screen. Logically, the user cannot adopt their own pets. So if we click, so it's restricted for the owners. This is highlighted in my code here in the pet detail screen, where I compare the user I compare the login user ID with the pet owner ID. And this Boolean is owner determines whether the UI renders an active donate button or a disabled restricted button. So back to the code. So you can see here, if I click on someone else's pet, you can click adopt. So I would like to adopt. Right, adopt success request sent successfully. So this logic happens within the insert abduction PHP, where when the abduction is requested, I will insert a record into the table of adoptions with a default status of pending. This ensures that the database maintain a history of all requests. Now, next up, I would like to demonstrate the donation module here. So let's say the user wants to donate to a pet, to this dog named Hush, Hush, Hush. Donate. So you can only enter numbers here, and you can donate for food or medical. So I will demonstrate money, 20 ringgit. Proceed with money. So it will redirect to the bill play sandbox. So what I want to highlight in my code is if I go to the payment screen dot here, since Flutter Web View can be insecure for banking, and I ran into some problems using Web View, so I just used the URL launcher package to open the system browser. I passed the amount and the order ID as get parameters to my PHP script. So within my PHP, I constructed the CURL request to the build please sandbox API, and I've set the callback URL to my payment update.php file, which build please calls when the payment is completed. So let me complete my payment. Successful payment. They will show the receipt. Return to app. It will show I have completed. Yeah, I completed, and then it will show success directly. So how does this work? In the donation screen, once the user returns the from the payment screen, this then callback retrieval automatically, and will refresh the history when they return, so they can see the success donation history immediately. Next up, I would like to show the edit profile part. So as you can see, there's no profile picture here. So when we go to the profile page, the users can edit their profile. They can change their name, phone, password. All right. So it will display their email here as well. So if the users want to change their profile pic, they can change to profile pic 1. They can change to this profile that I got online. So save changes, updated, and it will show in the drawer as well. So the code logic in the profile screen dot here is within the update profile function. I converted the image file into a UA list and back to base64, encode it before sending it to the server. And I would like to highlight also about the file as well. All right, this is a specific technique that I implemented to solve image caching. So I had a problem when I updated profile, but the drawer part didn't update. So it is something with caching. So Flutter catches the network image by URL. So by appending a random timestamp to the URL, I force the app to ignore the cache and fetch the newly uploaded profile picture. I would like to show the backend as well. This is my backend server. So I got adoptions table, donations table, pets table, and users table. And I upload all my PHP files within the file manager of cPanel. In conclusion, the pop-out app demonstrates a full-stack mobile application with complex SQL queries, secure authentication, third-party payment integration, and robust state management in Flutter. And that's all from me. Thank you very much.